Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of adult age, Dave here again. Welcome back to Dave's Empire 1981. I apologize for the glare on all my background stuff. Let's see if we can do a little bit about that. Not much. We got the Doomsday, the Death of Superman trading card binder right there with the cards inside. We have my original $4.95 Death of Superman trade paperback. We have a hardback edition right here that comes with one of the animated movies. And as you can tell, there's a Death of Superman theme to this video. As of 8:13 a.m. this morning, I purchased this big Honka Chonka 2-pack at Target. This is the Superman vs Doomsday McFarlane Toys Gold Label Collection version of these characters. I had originally pre-ordered this, Target.com, and found out that some had been hitting stores recently and decided to try my luck. So I checked. A couple of my local stores had gotten it in, but street dated, register locked, whatever, to this morning. So I got up early, went to the store, had someone pull it from the back. I asked nicely. They pulled it from the back for me. I purchased it, canceled my pre-order. Now I have this awesome looking set in my possession. You got the McFarlane Toys Gold Label logo up here. DC Multiverse, Superman vs Doomsday. 85. Celebrating 85 years of Superman and potentially DC Comics. Standard window package here. DC Multiverse on the top. Superman vs Doomsday down the side. Same on that side, but bigger. Here's the bottom. There's the barcode. I don't know if it'll be clear enough for you to get, but it's there. Slide this around, look at the back. 22 moving parts. A little bit of legal stuff. DC Multiverse. Classic image. That one over there on that. This is from a later version of a Doomsday appearance. But this is essentially what the outfit on the figure is based upon. It's close enough to the original that I'm okay with it. So I am going to open this guy up because I want to play with it. A lot of people will probably get it to save it, but I bought it to take out and display. We're gonna pop that top there, gently fold back. I am going to save this box, however, because it is very cool. I'll slide this out off screen real quick. Quick look at the back. You get the trading card, same images that were on the back. You get a kind of a wrecked Metropolis. Well, I've been wrecked, but a really cool Metropolis style street scene, rooftop scene in the backdrop there. Pretty cool cards. They're going to stay in there. From Reign of Doomsday, that one there should be Death of Superman, not Reign of Doomsday, but that card is from Reign of Doomsday. Well, that's where that came from. You can see Superboy and Supergirl and whatnot right there in the picture. So this Doomsday is not necessarily from the Death of Superman story, but I'm okay with that because I don't have a McFarlane Toys Doomsday. Now I do. This guy is beefy. We're going to look at Superman first. So let me adjust the camera like I often do. Get a downward angle. Let's get his hands untaped. Have a look at my arm while I'm doing this here. Hand and hand. We are going to reach in from the back and untwist all this twisty stuffs. Doomsday is in there with a super long doubled up plastic twist tie, which is just gonna get cut because that's frustrating me. And never mind. There we go. Separated. Pull that out to the front in a minute. Let's get Superman's stuff cut. Let's see. He's got to be strapped in. He's strapped in way down there on the wrist. See if I can get to it, huh? Struggle. Have to get that from the front. Let's see, can we get the one? And you know what? We're gonna get both of them from the front then, because I'm not gonna fuck with it no more. I want to get this beautiful guy out of here. Let's see, let's cut the one on Doomsday's feet. I think that is it. Hopefully that is it. Let's figure out how to get Superman out of the cradle. Oh, hang him off easy. Alright, Superman's out. Come on, you big spiky bastard. Oh. 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 This guy is significant. Get these out of there. Put him there. We're going to put Superman's hand back on. Let's get his hand reattached to his arm real quick. It's kind of a gripping hand. This one's like, it's a fighting hand. Let's get Superman relatively straightened out, and we shall go over him. This is a pretty nice Superman. I dig him. I do dig him. Let's see. There we go. Now he is standing. Standing pretty well. Alright. First things first, this face sculpt. It's pretty nice. He's angry. He's got scuffed chin, bloody mouth, a little bit on both corners. He's got a scuffed blood mark on his forehead. His hair is tousled with a little bit of gray wash. Nicely sculpted S. He's got some hash marks on his arm. Got some marks across his chest there. Also hash marks on that shoulder. Just a little bit of light damage. The cape, similar to other capes, but it is tore up. I dig it. No weathering on the back of them. Articulation wise, let me zoom back out. Get it to focus on him, maybe. Good enough. He look down like that. He cannot seem to look up at all, which is kind of a shame. He's got a single neck. Maybe the neck design could have been a little bit better so he could look up, but it does tilt. I can turn all the way around. Standard McFarlane feeling articulation in the abdomen, butterfly joints all the way around and everything, bicep cuts, double jointed elbows, not pinless, but that's okay. Take that off. That's a loose peg on that left hand. There. The upper joint is stiff on that. Let's check out the other one. Upper joint's a little stiff on that as well. That's okay. Let's get his hand reattached. We'll check one of the other hands in a moment. Classic trunks, ovular buckle, standard knees, double jointed. If you hear that wibbly wobbly sound, that's the backdrop shaking as I move things around. His shoes or boots are dirtied up quite nicely, like he's been in the shit a little bit. Fly. Shoot. He doesn't come with fists, but other Superman figures have, so you can always flip and flop. I do like the hands he does come with. But he does come with very close to flat. Poop. Very close to flat freaking flying hands, which I've been asking for quite some time. So he can just about salute, which is pretty cool in my book. I like this cape. Cloth goods cape would have been pretty sweet. That's alright. I think the receptacle in this hand is a little loose, and that's why that one comes on and off very easily. I'm going to get him standing up, and we're going to move on to Doomsday. If I can get him standing. The stand is still in the box. I'm going to leave it there. Put Superman there. This is what everyone's waiting on. So let me bring him in. This big bastard of a Doomsday. Figure out how to get this big son of a bitch standing up. Really stiff ankle joints, which is nice. There he is. We change the angle of the camera back so we can see him. This guy is suitably and significantly larger than this Superman here. It's going to be fun comparing him to Devastator. And either something is climbing around inside the wall next to me, or the children downstairs are doing dumb shit. They're very young, so it could be. Doomsday. Let's get a little walk around of this big bastard here. I like him, I like him, I like him. The light is a nice gray. Got a little bit of wobble in the shoulder. Have to play with everything to get just the right set to his legs. Seems like he's gonna have a lean to him just a bit. He does have rotation there. That's cool. There is pivot in the ankle on both sides. Single jointed knee. I was hoping for a little more action on the knee than that. That's alright. Looks like he could have had boot cut as well, but maybe that was a little too much work. Doom split. The trunk diaper piece is super flexible. It shouldn't get in any kind of way of the articulation. I forgot to do the super split. Okay, back to the Doomy Boy. Alright, we're just gonna lay him down. See if we can get that to stop wobbling a little bit. Let's get the... Man, this guy is impressive. He doesn't have a tongue like Devastator. Let me zoom into his face so you can see that. He does not have a tongue like Devastator. They're sculpted in there. That's alright. The head and neck articulation is very good. Forward facing neck, but seems to be on a dog bone in there, so you get a lot of motion out of that. Zoom back out so we can zoom out. Yes, 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 that's the direction. Yes, there we go. He can't look up either, but he can definitely look down, look all the way around. The hair, a lot of people did not like the top knot. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Does it work? Sure. Could it have been a bunch of smaller strands sticking out of his head? A little closer to the original story? Sure. But I'm not hating on it. The articulation. Well, there's that. Stiff shoulder. That's why that did that. Did not break, but it is stiff. You get the butterfly back in there. No problem. God, this guy's intimidating looking. Waist, couple of ball joints. Man, this guy is wicked. I just like the look of this guy. I love green, so this color green is very nice for me. Although the original, obviously, a little bit darker. But he's grabbing his junk. And that's as high up as that will go at this moment. Easy to pop the arms out. Get a lot of range in the butterfly joints there, or in the shoulder joints rather. Let's get that back in that. Come on. There we go. So with the joint, with the spikes, that's all you get on the up. Could be better, but I'm not complaining. You can go out like this. Alright, let's do one arm at a time. How about that? You kind of shrug. Let's do this one. Rotate there. Stiff joint. These are nicely sculpted, but they are flexible. So you can get that far out with the wrist. Elbow joint is stiff, has a bit of flashing on it. I don't know if that'll do anything to change the... It does have a bicep twist though, so that's cool. this elbow doesn't want to articulate for me. Let's see. Might have to heat that elbow up to get it moving. Well, I don't want to fucking break it, so I'm gonna stop screwing with his left elbow. Put that arm back on there, sort of. But since it likes to pop off, we'll leave him like that for now. Let's see if this one articulates. Wrist goes way back on the open hand. About that far on the other side of it. Also, bicep. Let's see, that elbow will turn today. So that one you can get an upward position. You can get both in an upward position once you figure out whether or not it wants to move for you. That's a big motherfucker. To quote a favorite YouTube personality of mine, it's comparison time. We're going to get Superman standing back up. We're going to compare him to the Superman that I had on hand, or relatively on hand, which was the Action Comics 1000 Superman. The 2-pack Superman is a little beefier. They're about the same height. Lighter blue in color. Almost faded, but shows up nice on camera. Smaller S shield, but you know what? Who cares? And just for giggles, we're going to look at this torso there. See a 3S comparison. All Superman. Let's get Superman 1000 to the side. The 2-pack Superman to the back there. Bring him right there. Devastator Batman. In case you forgot that it is a Batman with the Doomsday virus. Ugh. So you can see the Devastator is a hell of a lot shorter than this Doomsday. Somewhere around 1.5 inches or so to the top of the head. So quite a bit different there. The arms are very similar. The hands are similar anyway. The arm, I had thought was similar, but it's got a lot of different spikeage. The back of the arm, however, is very similar. The spikes are not the same. The top of the arm, the shoulder I should say, also not quite the same. There's more spikes on Doomsday. Similar to the left arm. There's a yellow dot in there. The hand is essentially the same fist, heavily painted on Devastator. Different forearms, very similar upper arms. You got ripped clothing on both upper arms. There we go. You can kind of see it there. So the spiking on the arms are a bit different. On the shoulders are a bit different, but the shoulders are essentially the same pieces. The upper shoulder traps, spikes. Devastators go out. Doomsdays go curl upward. Different chest pieces completely, as far as I can tell. Or maybe they just added these lower spikes. Yeah, there's a hole there, the hole there. They added the lower spikes and the central chest bone protrusions. Took out the torn shirt. So it might be the same base, but a lot of different sculpt on top. Very cool. Wildly different heads, different faces, obviously. Devastator has a tongue, Doomsday does not. It's sculpted in there. That's okay. Let's look at the backs. The backs look very, very similar, but there are more sculptural protrusions than Devastator. So yeah, I'm thinking they took the Devastator base pieces. Ooh, children, Jesus. Hey, that's children screaming. I'm not sure if you can hear that on the video, but I can. Oh yeah, Doomsday has boots. Devastator has feet. Thighs are completely different. Lower legs are completely different. Essentially, waist down, he is completely different. Oh, I take that back. The upper knee is the same. Upper thigh, different diaper piece. A lot of similarities, a lot of differences. Do I care that it's very similar? Fuck no. It's like two brothers, yo. Hey, Doomy. Hey, Debbie. Oh, that's good shit. That's good shit. Let's get Devastator back here. Let's get Superman 1000 back there. 2-pack Superman up front. Doomsday up front. Hey guys. I am not disappointed in this 2-pack at all. There are a few things I would have changed. Maybe. Would have had him a little more tore up. The elbow, I can get freed up. The positioning of the feet, I can adjust. But hey, if I do want to make any changes to the colors, I can do that. There's a thing, they just invented it. It's called paint and dyes and washes. I love this thing. This Doomsday is definitely the winner of the set. If you got it on pre-order, I hope you get yours. If you find it in a store, fuck yes. If you love it, great. If this helps you decide whether you love it or hate it, cool. If it makes you decide to not get it, that sucks. You suck. I'm kidding. You don't suck. That's your opinion. I made my wife laugh at that one. Anyway, folks, that is my look at the Superman vs. Doomsday McFarlane Toys Gold Label 2-pack. Deuces.